Imagine an invisible tourniquet twisting tightly around your arteries, choking them in your daily grind. That's visceral fat, the treacherous deep belly fat you can't touch, silently hardening your vessels and wiping out nitric oxide, the crucial chemical that keeps arteries wide open for blood to rush through effortlessly. Every surplus pound unleashes inflammatory toxins that scar the endothelium, your artery's vital inner shield, transforming flexible lifelines into stiff, clogged bottlenecks. Research from the American Heart Association reveals that high visceral fat skyrockets your risk of hypertension and atherosclerosis, even if you seem trim on the outside. Over time, this unseen twist fuels oxidative damage, hampers vessel expansion, and drastically heightens chances of heart attacks or strokes with no clear alerts. Now picture that tourniquet finally unwinding. As visceral fat begins to let go, via smarter meals, movement, or fasting, your arteries gain swift relief. Science shows the shift can start in just 72 hours, often before any scale changes. Over time, that invisible tourniquet twists tighter, fueling chronic inflammation, endothelial dysfunction, and arterial stiffness, like knotting supple arteries into rigid traps. You sense nothing for years. Then symptoms strike, pounding after meals, breathlessness, icy limbs. Terrifying, isn't it? But science delivers hope. When visceral fat lets go, arteries relax fast, often in the first days. And those early twists? They might astonish you most. All right, let's dive straight into what really happens when that invisible tourniquet, the visceral fat twisting your arteries tight, finally starts to unwind. We're talking genuine shifts in how your vessels flex, flow, and fight back against damage, broken down by timeline from solid research. And hey, it's not some drawn-out saga. Your body pounces on the chance pretty fast, with perks that'll have you ditching that late-night snack run for good. Trust me, once you see how quick the wins come, you'll be hooked. In the first 0 to 72 hours, the biochemical switch flips on, easing oxidative stress on your arteries almost immediately. Here's the scoop. When you kick off calorie restriction or fasting, your body ramps up fat burning, spiking free fatty acids and ketones while slamming the brakes on insulin spikes. This dials down the metabolic mayhem that fuels inflammation, letting nitric oxide, the relax and flow hero, step up without getting zapped by toxins from perivascular fat. An MRI study on obese women chowing 800 to 1,100 calories a day, published in Diabetes Care, spotted drops in insulin, NEFA, ALT, and ketone rises by day 3. For arteries, it's like the tourniquet loosening its first twist. Less cytokine assault means better NO availability, curbing constriction and early endothelial glitches. In real life, it's sneaky subtle. That bloated, full feeling after meals lightens up, or you don't wake up as groggy. Nothing flashy, but your vessels are already breathing easier. The real kicker? This quick internal reset proves your body's a natural healer, motivating you to skip the sugar crash and build momentum before the mirror even notices. By days 3 to 7, the endothelium starts softening, with vessel dilation kicking in measurably. The mechanism builds. Lower insulin, triglycerides, leptin, and CRP give the inner lining a breather from chronic inflammation, boosting flow-mediated dilation, FMD. How arteries widen to handle blood surges without stiffening. A study on 40 obese women in Metabolism Journal found FMD jumping 22% after just 1 week of calorie cuts. It's like upgrading from knotted garden hoses to ones that uncoil smoothly. Folks often share, stairs feel a tad less winded, or hands warm up quicker in the cold. Energy perks up too, no more mid-morning fog. This early boost is gold. It turns trying a diet into this works, convincing you to ditch processed junk for good, knowing your arteries are already throwing a quiet celebration. Fast forward to weeks 2 through 4, where the liver-visceral fat artery trio eases up, cutting constant bad lipoprotein dumps. as visceral fat melts, often dropping liver fat approximately 51% by week 4, per that diabetes care MRI trial. It slows triglyceride and VLDL overflow from the liver, starving plaque precursors. The study tracked this linear drop, linking it to metabolic calm. Picture the tourniquet slipping another loop. Arteries dodge lipid barrages, preventing early buildup. Real people notice. Post-lunch slumps fade. Rings slip off easier from reduced swelling. Workouts don't tank energy as hard. The value shines here. It builds real habit stickiness. Your smoother flow reminds you swapping soda for water isn't sacrifice. It's your vessels high-fiving you for the upgrade. By weeks 6 to 8, visceral fat loss mirrors in artery flexibility, with FMD trending stronger as stiffness softens. Ongoing shrink quiets cytokine storms from fat tissue, restoring perivascular fat's shield role and amping NO for nimble dilation. An RCT in circulation on healthy adults showed FMD dipping with visceral gain over 8 weeks, then rebounding as fat released, tied straight to deep belly shifts. It's as if the tourniquet weakens further. Vessels respond like elastic bands again. Users rave. Hikes recover faster. Sleep deepens without heart racing. The long game gem. This guards against progression, making that gym routine feel like an investment in unbreakable flow. In months 3 to 6, arteries shed stiffness, with pulse wave velocity, PWV, dropping as inflammation cools. Reduced visceral load lightens wall stress, slowing rigidity and heart strain. A meta-analysis of 20 studies, 1,259 folks in arteriosclerosis, linked approximately 8% weight loss to PWV cuts across vessels. The tourniquet fully relaxes, arteries bend without snapping. Real wins, steady BP averages, track that 7-day trend, less fatigue on busy days. This phase seals commitment. Feeling your pulse chill convinces you consistency trumps quick fixes, slashing hypertension odds for life. Then the long haul, months 6 to 12 and beyond, brings structural tweaks like intima media thinning as plaque stalls. Sustained loss reshapes lipids with bigger LDL, less gunky. Meta-analyses on bariatric surgery in obesity reviews show CIMT slimming at 6 to 12 months, pinned to visceral drop. Imagine the tourniquet vanished, arteries now tough lifelines. People humble brag, doc checkups with normal stamps, no more stroke worries. Energy holds steady. Organs thrive on better perfusion. Ultimate payoff, lifelong shield against attacks, turning I should to I'm glad I did. Here's the twist no one preps you for. Timelines vary. Fasting speeds some, walks steady others. But studies scream consistency wins. Start small. One brisk stroll, cleaner plate. Your arteries repay with gratitude. Early zings motivate, mid-perks hook, long protection locks it. So if deep belly fat's got that tourniquet cranked, why not unwind it? Envision your vessels pulsing thanks with every beat. Your body's primed, just turn the key. So here's the bottom line. When visceral fat lets go, your arteries don't just endure, they flourish. The tourniquet unwinds, your vessels flow freer, and silent threats start fading away. Science confirms it. Early relief in days, solid flex in months, enduring strength in years. No magic needed, just reliable choices that release the twist on your arteries. Kick off today. One lively walk, one balanced plate, one thoughtful fast. Your endothelium is poised to revive. Each bit of deep fat shed is a triumph your pulse celebrates. If this ignited action hit like now, it spreads the message to those still twisted tight. Subscribe and tap the bell for more What Happens When insights. Your arteries and future self will thank you. Let's unwind that hold together.